much for joining the live stream or for watching the recording. Today's topic is if you can get pre-existing conditions insured by the private health insurance companies in the Czech Republic, and if you can get insured as a pregnant woman, as a pregnant woman, and even if you're not pregnant yet, but you are planning on it, then if it's possible. So I'll tell you everything about that, because some of you probably know that other than immigration and housing and trade license assistance, all these standard things you hear me talking about, we also do health insurance, and we do a lot of health insurance, and we've been doing it for a very long time. So we have good connections with health insurance companies. We have good experience with all like the insurance types on the market, but we were kind of like honestly avoiding the pregnancy and pre-existing conditions because it's a lot of work. But now we have a very great colleague who is specialized in insurance. She's been with us for a long time, so it's not like we've hired someone new, but she's now started digging more into that and like actually found out how all the conditions work, and got some insurances approved for the pre-existing conditions, all that. So she now has, I can say, confidently more experience than like 98% of other providers in the Czech Republic. So I want to share a bit of her knowledge with you today. And of course, if you need the insurance, get in touch. I'll be happy to connect you to my colleague, and she'll be happy to do it for you. So that was a long introduction. Most of you are probably not watching anymore, but let's go into the topic now. Let's start with pregnancy, because that's in a way a bit simpler. But I mean, both options are kind of similar. The advantage of pregnancy is that most insurance companies have some pregnancy packages. So it's not like you have to go through everything like from the scratch, but you usually have some like type of insurance which covers either, or okay, so one step back, sorry. Even normal comprehensive insurance can cover pregnancy, but there are some waiting times, which means that you, like, let's say you buy the insurance for 2 years. So you cannot get pregnant, let's say, for the first 9 months. But if you get pregnant after the 9 months, then the insurance will cover pregnancy, because that's how the insurance companies are trying to avoid people knowing that they're pregnant. It's like very early stages, like first couple of weeks. I don't know when you can find out actually. So it might sound stupid, but that they can just like kind of a fraud against the insurance company, that they know they are pregnant, so they get the comprehensive insurance, the normal one, and then they magically find out that they are pregnant and they would be covered. So this is a way of health insurance companies dealing with this. So they basically, all insurance companies have some period, and if you don't get pregnant within this period, you will be covered. Your pregnancy will be covered also under the standard coverage of the comprehensive insurance. So that's an option as well. In that case, I would definitely recommend buying. If there is a chance for you or possibility for you that you will get pregnant at some point within the next 2 years, 3 years, whatever, then you can get the health insurance, the standard comprehensive health insurance for 3 years, for example. Yes, you will pay more money now, but very likely it will cost you less in total, because the pregnancy will be covered and you don't have to buy the special pregnancy insurance. Because usually, like, for example, if you're below 30, standard insurance we can get you now is like 11,000 crowns for comprehensive for a year. For pregnancy, it would be around 50 to 60,000 crowns. So it's like 5 times more expensive. So even if you buy the insurance for 3 years, it will be still cheaper for 3 years than 1 year of pregnancy insurance. So that might be one option. But if you're already in the situation that you know you will be pregnant within the waiting period, or you are already pregnant and you want to get the pregnancy insurance, most insurance companies have some packages that are already like pre-calculated for pregnancy. They usually, before you can pay for the insurance, how it works. Okay, so you come to us, you say, hey, I'm pregnant, so we calculate the option for like covering pregnancy for you, and we send it to the insurance company. Usually they want you to go to one of their doctors to get checkup. And they then, based on the checkup, they will either tell you, okay, the standard calculation is good for you because you look healthy, the kid looks healthy, whatever, and there will be no changes to the insurance price, coverage, anything. But if there are some complications, or if they feel that something is not 100% correct, then they might request some additional medical checkups, and they might request some additional paperwork. But eventually, if you give them all the paperwork, very likely they will accept you to the insurance with no problems. They might potentially change the price, understand, increase it, or they might request some additional documentation, but usually they accept you to the insurance. It's a bit different situation with the pre-existing conditions, because pregnancy is just pregnancy. There are so many, there are some variations, like what can happen with the child, what can happen with the mother, whatever, but it's just like one condition, basically, pregnancy. But pre-existing conditions can mean anything from headaches to 3 types of diabetes and 2 cancers. I'm exaggerating a bit, obviously, but there can be different conditions. So usually how it works, if you want to have or again, you can get just a standard complex health insurance or exclusive or whatever, and then just some of the conditions might be covered, some of them might not. And if you are used to anyway buying medication on your own or paying out of your own pocket, that's usually the easiest solution. You just buy the comprehensive and then either hope something will be covered, and if not, you don't mind. That's one option as well. But if you want to have it covered by the insurance, for most insurance companies, if you have some pre-existing conditions, there are questionnaires, and you fill in the questionnaires where you explain exactly what's the pre-existing conditions, and then things start happening. Usually the health insurance company will request you to go to one of their doctors for a checkup. And then depending on that outcome of the checkup, they might require additional documentation, for example, from your foreign doctors. So you need to get the documents, get it to them. And then their experts look at it and say, okay, we will not insure this because that's too expensive. So that can happen, that they will tell you, okay, we will not accept you to the insurance. Second thing is, which happens most of the times, is that they will say, okay, we will accept you, we will cover the pre-existing conditions, but the price will be this. Usually 50% more, 100% more, depends again on the pre-existing condition and how expensive it is to take care of the pre-existing condition. They could also tell you, hey, we will accept you to the insurance, but we will not cover the pre-existing conditions. Potentially that can happen as well. But in any case, we can usually make it work. So they accept you, they might just increase the price, and then you can decide if you accept that and you want the pre-existing condition covered, or if you don't accept that and you just go for a standard comprehensive or exclusive, exclusive no, but for standard comprehensive option. In both cases, you need to count with some time that it will take for the insurance company to go through your documents and evaluate your case and give you the final result. It can be as short as 2 weeks, but it can go on for 1.5 months. Depends on the pre-existing condition, depends on the pregnancy, depends on how soon you can actually go to the doctor for the checkup, because they might not be available next day. It might be 2 weeks from now or 3 weeks from now. Or if you need to provide some previous documentation, so from your previous doctors or even doctors abroad, that might take some time for you to get it. So it might take time, and you need to count with that. So if you need your health insurance for tomorrow's appointment at the Ministry of the Interior, probably just go for the standard comprehensive, or emergency might work in some cases, but let's say the standard comprehensive. If you have more time and you can actually go through these steps, like providing additional documentation, all that, it might be worth doing it, because if you have some like serious pre-existing condition and you want to have it covered, you can. You just need to go through this, count with approximately a month to get it done, count with a bit higher price than what's the standard rate for the insurance, and then we can make it happen. So if you need your pregnancy being covered in your insurance, or your pre-existing conditions being covered in your insurance, or if you have someone who is in the need of that, get in touch. We'll be happy to get the insurance for you. Two important things here. How the insurance work is that you don't have to pay anything to us for our advice. So you come to us, we prepare everything for you, and when you pay the insurance, if it's through us, then you will pay the standard rate or even better rate than what you find online on the website of the insurance company you choose, because they do this for us. We give them a lot of business, so they give us some discounts. Sometimes more significant, sometimes less significant, but we usually have some advantages. So you will not pay anything more than you would have paid if you did it yourself. Plus, you will have someone who will explain everything. We can compare different options, because we don't work only with one insurance company. If you go to Maxima, for example, to their branch, they will only tell you about their insurance. So if you want to compare it with PVZP, you need to go to PVZP and ask them, and then they will only tell you about their insurance. And then you want to compare AXA, so you go to AXA, you ask AXA, you need to like spend a lot of time and do a lot of research and comparing everything. The advantage of using our services is that we have all the insurance companies, so we can like send you a file, and then you will have all the options there with all the prices and everything. So it's easier for you. It will not be more expensive. Sometimes it's even cheaper, and we get a commission when you buy the insurance. So it's for you. It's there is no like downside, and for us we get the insurance commission for the work we've done. So I think it's a win-win for both sides. Another thing is that if you buy insurance through us and you, for example, don't do the immigration with us, you can get 45 minutes of immigration consultation with me or one of our immigration specialists for free as a gift for purchasing the insurance. So that's another, hopefully, reason to do it through us. But if you don't want to do it through us, that's fine as well. Hopefully this video gave you some information about what to expect, and that's also important. Let's see if we have insurance questions. Pane, schválení víza pro mou ženu, potřebuji zaplatit za společnost, kolik to bude stát? Ve smyslu, že chcete sem přivízt svoji manželku a hledáte pomoc s tím celým procesem? Pokud jo, tak jděte někam na můj profil, já nevím, kde musíte kliknout, někde klikněte, a jak se dostanete na můj profil, tam je link, a do toho linku napište vaši situaci a my se na to podíváme a rád vám pošlu nějaké nacenění. Pojď do Indie, bratře, máme tu nejlepší trávu na světě. OK. Já nevím, jestli to překládá AI nebo YouTube, anebo jestli píšete fakt v češtině. Já nehulím, takže tráva mě moc neláká, ale na ostatní věci bych se podíval. Yeah, so guys, I don't know if this is like a auto translation or something, because everyone's writing in Czech, which is weird. Usually that doesn't happen. So if the first question from Praveen is about bringing his wife, we can definitely help with that. Just get in touch through the link in my bio somewhere, and I'll be happy to send you the details. As for Pratik, I don't smoke weed. Actually, I don't smoke at all, like no normal cigarettes or cigars or anything. So I will probably not go to India for weed, but I would like to see other things in India, like the nature and some of the cities. So yeah, why not? Okay guys, thank you very much for watching. If you are not a joiner, you can still join, and I will be doing another live Q&As. Right now, when I finish this live stream, I will go to the joiners section, and I will be doing open Q&As there. So thank you very much and see you again Monday, Thursday, until the end of the world. Good night.